Hi, I'm Yu, and this is my boss, Pearl. I've been wanting to make this video for a very long while, but my boss has kept me pretty occupied until this moment, and maybe in the middle of making this video, she'll fall asleep. Anyways, so a lot of people like HBO shows, especially like Game of Thrones and Westworld. So the thing that I noticed was when I first watched Westworld, the very first time I listened to the theme song starting from the beginning, I was like, that sounds awfully familiar to something. That sounds like Game of Thrones, because of the progression of the music and also the orchestration and instruments that the composer used. So of course I had to look up, and yes, the same composer did both the theme songs for Game of Thrones and Westworld. So now we're gonna check out the similarity. So the very first thing that Game of Thrones started with was a something percussive, and then the melody-ish thing got in. So the chung thing sounds like this. Come on, come on. And then the continues. Okay. And if you remember, by the end of Westworld, when after the piano plays, it also has some kind of chung going on. So I think that's some characteristic thing that I picked up. The other thing that I think lots of musicians, trained musicians or not trained, because you could pick it up pretty easy, is the use of strings and in a loop, like let's see. So in Game of Thrones we have it's this bum 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 bum, just keeps going. And then in Westworld we have something that sounds like this. When the other piano is like dun 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 dun. Right, and what other things that I want? Oh, the other thing that I think they could match pretty well together is the rhythm. There is a three in a group thing going on in both theme songs. So I make this new mix I call when Game of Thrones meets Westworld, because I think that's what could happen if we try to put them together, and then we'll appreciate things in a very different way. So that. Okay, after listening to that, I also want to share a few more things that I found interesting on the scoring. One of the things that I like a lot is the use of some music box sound to create some dreamy or like weird part. You remember something and then you use that kind of voice. It happens in Westworld, and also in another show that I really like, Mr. Robot. So whichever show wants to use it, I don't know. I could totally see, envision and hear this in the show. So you get the idea. And then, so we have chord progressions, and then we have orchestrations that would help us to recognize, to identify a composer. The other thing that I'd like to share is whenever I hear this passage played by usually brass instrument, and usually it has something, and then I would be like, wait, that sounds like Iron Horn. So yes, Ira, I just sold you out. Have fun. So yeah, leave a comment or check out other wacky videos I've made. I would suggest you to look at the cadenza one, music DNA, to show off our music DNA. That's a pretty interesting one. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. She. Bye.